Will he be okay?
You're gonna feel better soon, little mouse. Abrielle and Preston were worried. This mouse had been causing mischief in the basement until their parents caught him. But when they saw him in the bucket, they fell in love with the little guy. And that's when they noticed he was freezing cold. So they brought him to the sink right away. Maybe warm water would rescue him.
And then, he was alive!
Oh, I'm so relieved. Now they needed to get him dry right away. You're in safe hands, little mouse. Abrielle wanted to let him go back to the wild. The only problem? It was way too cold outside. Looks like they were about to have a mouse guest. Just until it was warm enough for him to go home.
Yeah, he's adorable!
He was dry now, but he still looked cold. Abrielle knew just what he needed.
I didn't want him to feel cold anymore. I knitted this just for a little mouse buddies over there. Look, the blanket! He doesn't look like he's gonna bite us.
I wouldn't touch him.
It wouldn't be warm enough for the mouse outside for another couple weeks. And even though he seemed to be liking his new space,
He's eating it!
he needed a bit of a room upgrade. Abrielle and Preston were on it.
We went to the pet store.
What is that?
Mouse cage! I'm playing it. Bedding!
Right.
Yeah!
Have some bedding. All right.
Everybody watch. Down it goes. Now the lid. I hope our mouse loves its little home.
Oh, yes.
How could he not? I'm talking big pink wheel, little cave of yarn, fluffy floor for digging, and did I mention big pink wheel? Abrielle wanted to see him loving his new home, but he was pretty shy around people. That's when Abrielle had a great idea. Mouse cam.
He really likes our wheel.
By now, the mouse was a full-on member of the family.
He's such a cutie.
But not for long.
Finally warm enough today. What do you say we let the mouse go?
Yay!
So they brought him out to the lawn.
He does seem to be enjoying the wheel and some of the comforts of the hamster cage.
But he didn't want to go just yet.
He doesn't want to leave.
He's free, but he really likes that wheel.
Can I pet him?
No, buddy.
He really loves that wheel.
He does. I think he wants to take it with him.
And then it was time.
He's getting really high. Here we go. He's out. You went for your feet.
Seeing him run back to his real home made Preston and Abrielle sad. But they were happy he was going back to where he was supposed to be. They wondered if he would still remember them. They knew they could never forget that sweet little mouse and his favorite pink wheel. Whoa!
This scared cat really needs a rescue. Mary Kate heard him meowing in a parking lot near some very busy roads.
Why are you meowing?
His fur seemed dirty, which meant he probably didn't have a home or anyone taking care of him. Think about the fleas. He was friendly though. He loved talking to her.
What happened? Oh.
Not sure what he's saying, but it must be important because he kept trying to get closer and closer. But then every time he got too close, he'd get nervous and run away. Mary Kate wasn't a cat rescuer, but it was clear this guy was asking for help the only way he knew how. So today, she needed to become his rescuer. She stayed calm and still so he wouldn't get scared and talked back to him.
It's okay. I know.
She needed him to trust her. If he didn't, he might run away and she'd never see him again.
I know. You don't know if I'm a friend.
Little by little, he inched closer until after 30 whole minutes, he felt brave enough to trust her.
See, I'm good to you. I'll be nice.
At last, it was time. Mary Kate brought him to her car, where he kept on chatting. What are you saying, silly cat? Maybe, thank you? Or, it's nice to meet you. Or, Did you know this thing had a cat seat up here? They drove around searching for his parents, but couldn't find them. So, Mary Kate brought him to her house to see if he liked it there. She wasn't sure she could keep him. She hadn't planned on adopting a cat, but still, she gave him a name, Klaus. At first, Klaus was kind of confused. Being inside was all pretty new to him. He's like, "Why is the ground so smooth?" And when Mary Kate's husband, Cody, gave him a shower, well, he definitely wasn't crazy about that. I think we can guess what he's saying now. No! Sorry, Klaus. Your fur is super dirty, remember?
Oh, the baby. I know.
After a few days, Klaus still wasn't feeling very comfortable in the house. Mary Kate wondered if this was going to work. Until they finally found something Klaus did like. Hugs. Specifically, Cody hugs. And only Cody hugs.
How come Dad gets to hold you and I don't?
Are you ever gonna give her some love, Klaus? Soon, Klaus decided he did like it at Mary Kate and Cody's house. He also decided he was allowed to be wherever he wanted, whenever he wanted. Klaus, tables are not for cats, and neither are bags. Can't you see the dogs on the side? Klaus, how did...
I don't think how is there even room under there?
He also decided that he did like attention from Mom, specifically snuggles, and cuddles, and kisses too. He'd ask for them as much as he could get them, but still only Dad was allowed to hold him. He's like, "Sorry, Mom, that decision is final."
Me when I'm not at Grandma's house.
Kairo, I'm sorry. I just can't have you roughhousing. Do you want to go to Grandpa and Grandma's? All right, let's go.
Me when I'm at Grandma's house.
You gotta rock it.
She's gotta work, Kairo. Are you following Grandpa to his bed? I'm on. You having fun at Grandpa and Grandma's? You look so happy.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get in there too. I'm gonna get in there too. I know you're upset. We'll go back to Grandpa and Grandma's tomorrow, okay?
What are you doing?
Dodo Kids.
Help the kittens find the subscribe button.